We're alive, finally. Greetings to anybody that's tuning in. Wow, here we are. I'm a little bit nervous. It's been 11 months of waiting to be here. So this is a test transmission. It is primarily a transmission to the quantum field, to the crystalline grid. I'm shaking. So welcome and hello grid. I'm here. We made it. We're finally here at last. I have my Yamaha keyboard here, which I purchased on the 6th of March. No piano lessons or skills, but turns out it's all pretty intuitive. So I hope people can hear me. And I hope everything is okay. I'm going to keep it quite short because it is a test transmission. So I've been channeling, I've got this whole piece that's coming along. Anyway, crystal grid, here we are. This is a transmission for the grid for other monads in form who remember. I am not here to teach, preach. I'm not a guru. I'm not a galactic, because we all are. It's in our DNA. I'll be sharing more about that. I'm going to be turning up now, I think, probably every day. We have tons of information to get out there. The real information, not the spiritual bypassing kind or the, ships are up there coming to save everybody kind. It's all within. Know thyself and all that. And so I'm here as a beacon, a bridge, a node. I am here to share resonance and tone. If you are a similarly resonant fractal, you'll understand what I'm saying. I'm not here to explain, defend, argue. It's pretty obvious right now. It's pretty obvious that something's going on planet Earth. And if you're kind of still denying it, it's going to just get more and more intense until you can't deny it anymore. And so I'm here primarily to, as I say, I'm coding the crystal grid. I'm letting Earth and all resonant life forms from the original divine template know I am here. I am present. I made it through the 55 years of absolute nonsense, chaos, targeting, attempts at my life and everything. And again, there's a certain amount of people on the planet who are going to understand what I'm talking about, and that's who I'm here for. And everybody else can listen and enjoy. And there is going to be a kind of a little mystery school. I've got a website coming. Well, it's already published, but I'm sort of beta testing it with a couple of people. And there is a school attached to that. I have got a ton of information to share, as well as the music. It's amazing. It's just coming through. The gifts are lighting up. The DNA is activating. The light body and the carbon 666 and the 777 are both now occupying the same space at the same time, just like outside. With the weather in England, I'm in the northwest of England. You are welcome to send me lots of sympathy and heart energy, because it has not been easy here for 3.5 years. I returned after 22 years in Malaysia, although it was pretty grey and cloudy over there, just hot instead of weirdly cold. So yeah, what's happening, especially in the UK right now, it being a predominant Stargate activation area, um, probably the most important right now on the planet because of the whole Rule Britannia thing came from here. So it makes sense that the transmutation of all that absolute shit is happening here, and we're going to be broadcasting United Kingdom of the planet, United Kingdom of the cosmos, United Kingdom of the one infinite creator starts right here, Eden 2.0, ground zero, and looking for other rememberers and divine template holders. Let's start connecting and building this amazing reality that we all know is already here. We are just catching up to it, and our DNA and our vessels are, sort of screaming one minute and laughing the next. I mean, God, who's feeling a bit bipolar at the moment? So yeah, I'm here. I'm finally here. And like I said, this isn't going to be too long a video because I might kind of check it after and it might be all, can't hear me speaking or I've done something wrong, but that's okay. That's okay because I'm going to be here every day. So, here to hold space and to share my crazy journey, especially over the last 11 months with the mirrors. Met my monad through a mirror. It's like a dating app service. It has been insane. Monad now fully seated on the inner throne, divine masculine and divine feminine original essence is united within the one vessel. This is the marriage of the divine and the human, the masculine and the feminine. I am a bridge, 55. I'm a bridge between the young and the old. I remember what it was like. I remember other lifetimes that are currently happening. I know how Earth is supposed to be. The divine template is not an Earth that feels like an enemy, or where nature is so inhospitable and all that drama. It's such a load of absolute cobblers. It's a false holographic insert of grey doom, and it has been removed. And what we're left with now is the echo programs that are running, not just in the systems of the planet, the hospitals, the schools, travel, everything, every aspect of our life has been bound in red tape and rules and regulations, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's already over. Cease and desist notices were given 1999, which is why things got crazy from that point on. So Diana had just died, and then we had 9/11, and then we had the tsunami in Southeast Asia, and it's just been one long, ever tightening noose ever since. However, the noose was an illusion. We are now looking at the Wizard of Oz. The curtain's been pulled back, and we're all standing there as he's pulling the weather levers, and he's naked, and his big fat ass is there, and we're all like, hello, we can see you. And that's when the illusion ends, when enough people don't just say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Do apologize. No idea what that sound was. When enough people say, not just, I do not consent, not just, I am sovereign, but know it. You've got to just know it. You've got to know that this world, this reality is not supposed to be this way. And you own it, and your realm, your field, your personal field, you have to become the sole authority in that field. If you're looking even at the law of one, even if you're looking up at God and saying, please help me, God, it's not going to kind of really work, because you are the God of your field. You've been given as a child of the creator, as an expression, as a fractal of that holographic original source light. You have the equal but kind of holographic fractal essence of the original creator. This is not me saying I am God at all. The source field, which is in everything, everywhere, and it's all here and now, the ever happening now, linear time was something that we created to allow ourselves to explore the ever-happening explosion of the now, here, realities which are continually being kind of new worlds built all the time. I'm building one here. I have built a world. It's the Temple of the Golden Rose. I am Asherel de Rosa. The D stands for Drac, but we'll get to that later. It's to do with dragons, not Dracula. I had to remove the Drac because I think it was a little bit freaking people out. So yeah, God, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to not learn. There's a lot to remember. There's a lot to give ourselves permission for. And the programming has been brutal. I have spent 11 months purging the effects of the 55 years, and I started off as an infant, a victim of, you know, what's being talked about right now, the children, a certain very dark programming technique, and it's been brutal the past 11 months. I think when I started to realize fully what was happening, that we are eternal light beings, we decided to play a game of separation because it's fun. I'm going to get to that later, a bit further down the line. It's the real absolute truth is a bit of a mind bender and not everybody's cup of tea. So if you don't like swearing and you don't like a truth which forces you into your own personal void to understand how it all really works, then you might want to just scroll on to another video. But for those of you who are hearing what I'm saying and thinking, oh, this sounds interesting, I like her voice, there's something going on here, but I don't really understand what she's talking about, that's okay. It's totally okay. It's not for the conscious mind to understand. The conscious mind is just to allow us to eat and, you know, organize our time and navigate our way around the 3D density that still remains. Although we're not quite in a 3D density anymore, to be honest. There's many frequencies occupying the same space. You are the center of your realm. You are the center of everything. We all are. Each of us is occupying the central space as source, fractals. It's crazy. But what we do is we imagine space. We imagine that the fractals have gone out. We imagine that there's time so that we can make sense of this smorgasbord, which is continuing to grow. Like we're never going to be bored. And what happened with the separation game, it all just got a little bit rigged and a bit confused, and you know, some fractals didn't want to return to source. They enjoyed the game of separation too much. They didn't want to remember that they were the creator and the parts and the actors and the background and the everything of it, because that's a little bit freaky. However, the resonance and the vibes you get when you fully get it, and then you re-enter reality as a separate, you know, as two. So I don't know. Let me see. Stop. I keep saying snooze instead of stop. You know, recognizing yourself as the one and then recognizing yourself as a fractal creates the most beautiful relationship. It's what Yeshua talked about. You know, the Father is the original source in everything. The Son is the fractal of the source, expressing, or the daughter of the source, or the stone, or the river, or the water, whatever you want to, you know, whichever fractal you're showing up as in a particular life stream. And you are everything in all different streams. You are rock in one. You are the victim in another. You are living your Edenic favorite best life in another. And all of these live streams got separated. And this particular Earth one, when the game sort of got a little bit ruined and kind of stuck, and the distortion started to become a little bit crazy and was no longer honoring free will, Earth was quarantined. This particular game, this experience was quarantined. And many multidimensional, higher dimensional, which isn't higher, it's just parallel realities. Everything's equal, rock, stone, consciousness. It's all just different densities and expressions. There's no higher, lower. It's a tapestry. It's not even like that you going up. It's just different threads of tapestry, of the tapestry that is the great golden intelligent field of the one, which I am now communicating to, as well as any little fractals who are listening. So I'm kind of here along with a bunch of other source fractal beings who chose to come in and remember and to bump up against the static, the overlay, the false grid, and call it out the whole way through. So you can imagine 2020 was really good fun for me. Well, there'll be a whole session on that. I'm dying to share that story. So let me just take a breath so you can also take a breath, because I do tend to talk quite fast and a lot of information comes out. And I know it's a lot. So let's just tinkle on the piano a bit. And the reason I'm incorporating the piano is, or the Yamaha PSR, whatever it is because words, babble, that's not my transmission. The words I'm speaking are not really the transmission. It's the spaces between and the pauses and the sound, the vibration, the tone, the intent, hopefully the authenticity. I would like to entertain people here as well. Got a few good jokes. Pretty good with an accent now, do you know what I mean now? And my Irish one is the best, I tell you now. The Connemara, the way the Connemara people talk now, when it gets going, it's hilarious now. And I'll be doing that one day now when I'm kind of taking the mickey out of the ones who are calling me still a conspiracy theorist. And I'm like, you want to be careful saying that word now, because everybody wants to be one. So yeah. Just here to have a bit of fun, be a bit silly, be a bit crazy. I feel like I have lost my old identity and I still don't quite know who Asherelle is. I do know, but I'm kind of getting used to being this solar being in skin. It's pretty crazy. A lot of energy. And I want to dive into that actually probably on the next one. We've been going for 18 minutes. I do hope people can hear me if anyone's actually listening. And yeah, like I said, just here to be a bridge and be a temple space for people to kind of connect and explain a few things and hopefully have some cool conversations when we get people in the chat. So that's what's happening. One of those songs is called The Longing, and the other is In the Arms of the Mother. The first one was The Longing, and this one is called In the Arms of the Mother. And these are, I haven't written them, I haven't notated them. The first one was on the white keys. The second one is the pentatonic keyboard, or the black keys, which I love. I just love the tone and the sound of them. And then you've got, oh, wrong total thing there, sorry. So when I get better, I'll probably come and I'll just be playing for, like, sometimes it can just go for an hour. It's very meditative and very cool. So yeah, this is going to be a channel for people to just come and chill and hang out. And, you know, there'll be God knows what at any time, a bit of piano, a bit of crochet, jigsaw puzzling, and connecting. So I am here. I'm here for source. I'm here for the field. I'm here for the crystal grid. I'm here for the suns, the seekers, the resonant fractals who know that something's going on and that planet Earth is being somehow recoded and re-archived and re-indexed, and all sorts of crazy good stuff's happening. And obviously, you know, the old has to be dismantled to make way for the new. And that's why we've been seeing such insanely crazy weather everywhere. But remember, as within, so without, as without, so within. The same chaos that's happening out there is also happening within many of us. And if you're anything like me, I'm sitting on the sofa grinning like I'm coming up on something 1 minute, and then the next day I wake up and before I know it, I'm on the floor and I'm crying. And I'm crying from my heart. And it's just a lot of, you know, stuck cellular trauma that's being released through the solvent of the tears and the saliva and the snot. It's an actual physical, real, spiritual, biological process. And so for anyone who is crying, for anyone who is feeling like they're depressed or, you know, like I said, bipolar and they need help, it's a very natural process that you're going through. It is the old architecture of your vessel, this manifestation of your field in this dense singular point on Earth at this particular density, rubbing up against the light body, which is trying to come online. But of course, if you're in England, it's a bit challenging with the lack of the sunlight. But that's why we focus on the inner sun, and we are lighting up our inner suns, and we are connecting, and nothing can stop it. So I'm going to end the transmission. We're going to build up slowly. I've probably said a lot and I've probably maybe confused a few people, but you know what? It doesn't really matter, because if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So with no further ado, I'm going to end, and next time I'll have the Q&A, the chat thing open if anyone shows up. And for now, in the name of the one infinite creator, I am Asheral, monad in form. Adonai, I will be back.